The Pentagon is considering one of its biggest realignment strategies. The plan signals a major strategic realignment, and it just might downgrade several of U.S. military quarters across the globe. The deliberation is in line with U.S. President Donald Trump's new national security doctrine. The overhaul could reshape how America commands its global forces. The proposal would place U.S. Central Command, European Command, and Africa Command under a new umbrella organization called U.S. International Command. The goal is to streamline leadership, also to reduce the number of four-star generals who report directly to the Secretary of War. In this plan, Washington reportedly signaled that it can no longer shoulder global security alone. The focus is shifting away from Europe and West Asia and is more towards protecting U.S. interests closer to home. The greater emphasis would be placed on the Western Hemisphere. This strategy puts the Western Hemisphere at the center of U.S. military planning. U.S. Northern Command and Southern Command would merge into a new U.S. Americas Command known as AMERICOM. If this plan is adopted, the number of U.S. combatant commands would drop from 11 to 8. Key commands like Indo-Pacific Command, Cyber Command, Space Command, and Strategic Command would remain independent. Other ideas, including a dedicated Arctic Command, would be discussed, but later it was dropped. But Congress has not yet been briefed in detail. Lawmakers are concerned. A new defense bill requires Pentagon to submit a full cost and impact assessment before moving forward. Funding for the changes will be frozen for at least 60 days. After that report is delivered. Supporters argue the current system is too slow. They say a faster decision-making is essential. This is in an increasingly competitive global security environment. But critics warn that consolidating commands could weaken regional expertise and will also strain alliances. The proposal is expected to be presented to Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth. Final approval would rest with Hegseth, and President Trump, if enacted, the overhaul would mark a historic shift in the U.S. military.